James. How are you?
Okay.
So, how is everything going with church and whatnot since the last time?
It's not going really good. I mean, remember those friends I told you that I was hanging out with?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went out again and there was drinking involved.
Like stuff that questions like your spirituality or whatnot?
Well, yeah, I mean, my parents and my pastor and my church members, like, they would be so disappointed in me. They found out that I was doing these things, and I mean, it's really affecting me because I want to be young and I want to live my life, but I feel like I can't, like, fully express myself or do what I want to do because I'm not going to go to heaven, I guess.
So, you're concerned with what? Like, the church thinks of you, or just everybody in general?
Really just concerned with my own salvation. I mean, although I'm experimenting and doing different things and just trying out different things, like, I do consider myself to be religious and I do believe in the Bible, so I want to live right for God, but it's just not easy.
So, acceptance is really hard for you then at this point?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that my friends would accept me if they found out that I was, like, super religious, and I don't think my family or my church would accept me. They'd probably tell me that I couldn't be a member. They probably wouldn't want me there.
So, how is your spirituality, like, very strong in the church? Like, do you volunteer and stuff like that?
Yeah, I go to church weekly, and when they have, the different outreaches, I go and I help out. I mean, that's what I love to do. I love to be a part of things where we help other people, but I mean, lately it's just, I want to have fun myself too. I don't want to just be Mother Teresa.
So you just don't want to be this, let's say, quote unquote, like a pastor's child, how, like, they're supposed to not do anything wrong. They're supposed to be like an angel, supposedly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, last time you were dealing with, like, being depressed and stuff because of everything that's going on. How are you managing your depression?
It's really hard because, I mean, I'm an honest person, and, like, whenever I go home, I just don't want to be around my family because I know that they're going to ask me what I've been doing, and I'm probably going to tell them, and if I tell them, then, especially my mom, she'd be so disappointed in me.
So does the disappointment make you, like, more depressed?
Yeah, I mean, she's my mom. She's always been there for me. So it's going to be really hard to, like, tell her that I'm not the person that she wants me to be.
So have you tried talking to them? Like, you don't have to tell them, like, everything, like, right out. But have you tried talking to them in a way, like, to ease it in so they wouldn't, like, jump to conclusions?
No, it's just really hard because both of my parents, they're very, like, straight edge. They're both, my father's never had a drink in his life before. My mother, she's never done anything crazy. They pretty much are, like, the poster person for, our religion.
It's a lot of, like, responsibility to, like, symbolize something like that. So that puts a lot of stress on you. What about with your friends and stuff? Do they just know the one side of you?
Well, my friends know that I'm a good person. I mean, I don't, talk about the Bible all day with them or probably ever, but I don't do bad things. It's just, we all go to a public university, so that's what everybody does. I mean, I don't know how I got involved with it, but it just happened.
So since you're feeling depressed or anything, have you been, thinking about suicide or anything like that because you feel so much pressure within the church and your parents?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about it.
So what goes through your mind when you think about it?
I mean, it's not really anything. It's like my thoughts and my mind. It's so conflicted that I feel like the easiest way out is just to not think anymore. And the only way to not think is just to not be here.
So even though you're very spiritual, and then, if you do kill yourself, and that's like sin and whatnot, does that play a part in your mind? That's why you haven't done anything yet?
I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point because I'm sinning anyway.
So you're just
it's
adding on?
Well, not really. I mean, suicide means the end of it. I'm not really adding on anything anymore.
Well, at least you haven't